What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Pillars Unpacked. Thanks so much for tuning into today's video. Just a few notes about updates for the channel in general before we get into the church that we're going to be featuring today. Last week I posted a short on the channel for the first time. It's a minor basilica in Boston, and the church was closed, so I really didn't get a chance to, I didn't get to spend a lot of time there. But I still was able to get a little bit of footage of the exterior, so I made a short of it. So I'm gonna start posting more things like that to the channel. I think that will give me the opportunity to cover just a lot more churches that I may not have the ability to, or maybe it's just not like one that I'm particularly interested in doing like a full scale video on, but still I think it's cool to post and highlight. So be on the lookout for stuff like that. If you look on the channel page, they're just under the shorts tab. So I'm definitely going to cover, various churches like that, that I have less content on, but still want to feature. And then I also will probably start editing down main videos on the feed to shorts as well. I think YouTube does a cool feature where just shorts seem to reach people in a much easier way by using tags and other things like that. And then you can reference the full video. So if somebody watches it, I think it's an easy way that they can come across the channel or come across the full videos. So I'm going to be utilizing that feature. So if you see some of those pop up, that's why. I probably will also just start, you can make posts, kind of like a generic social media post on a YouTube channel as well. So I'm probably going to be doing some of that because I don't have any video footage of some churches, but I have pictures of a ton. And so I feel like it'd be a cool way just to, if there's something like a fun fact or something about the architecture or something that's worth noting, I'll just post it. So just be on the lookout for all of that stuff. There should be like a notification button somewhere on your YouTube, and if you turn that on for the channel, just whenever I post something, it'll pop up. So I would encourage you guys to do that if you're interested. Bear with me the next few weeks. I'm going to be traveling and definitely out of my normal routine. So I won't have videos kind of at the same regular cadence that I have for the past few months. But definitely stay tuned. I still have a lot of interesting churches planned to cover this fall that I'm really excited about. And again, I'm going to be posting, the other kind of content like shorts and regular posts as well. So yeah, just stay tuned. And in the meantime, while I am traveling, I'll probably be posting more things like shorts or editing existing videos down to those, to try to reach a broader audience. So yeah, thank you guys for staying tuned for all of it. And hope you enjoy all the content. My goal is just to try to do regular videos, shorts, posts, just to try to cover as many things as I can. But not feel like they all have to be kind of in the normal full scale videos that I post. And I actually, for today's church, we're talking about Trinity Church in Boston. I thought about doing a short for this one as well, but the building itself is so famous and historic that I decided to just do a video to talk about it. I can't remember if I mentioned it in the last video or not when we covered the Old South Church, but I was not able to get inside of this one, unfortunately. They normally are really good about they have self-guided tours. The hours are very easily posted on Google or on their website. They also offer self-guided tours for most days during the week, but I happened to be there on a holiday weekend, and the church was closed the entire time that I was there, so I was not able to get inside, which was a bummer. But and I decided to do the video because the exterior of this church is worth seeing alone. It's and if you look up the most important historical buildings for architectural reasons, this church is normally somewhere on the list. It's in the U.S. Register of National Historic Places. It's just amazing to see all of the uniqueness to the architecture. The architectural style it's in the Romanesque style, but if I remember correctly, the guy who designed the building, his name is Henry Robinson, and he has his own. It's like, I think it's Robinson Romanesque is like the term for the architecture style. You know, there's a lot of stone that's used, like dramatic arches, a clay roof, a lot of things that are kind of typical of that architectural style. But I just love getting to walk around and see, to admire all of that and seeing the exterior. There's a renovation going on of the actual like Copley Square courtyard, which it sits kind of like outside of the main entrance of the church, if you will. So a lot of it was actually even like sectioned off by construction, fencing, and everything like that. So I didn't even get the best feel for it that I think you would, obviously, if something like that wasn't happening. But still, I thought it was amazing. And so I thought just if for nothing else, talking about it and posting the footage of the exterior was worth it. The location, it's kind of catty corner to the old South Church that we covered last week. And I think in one of the videos where I show the exterior, you can kind of see the tower of that church off in the distance. But it's located still in Copley Square, so it's very close to the other church in the Back Bay neighborhood. It's right across from the public library. So you really can't miss it if you're just kind of going through some of the busy areas of downtown Boston. And I definitely would encourage you, if you are in Boston and have the chance to see it, to do so. I considered kind of posting just like pictures from Google of the interior. I decided not to, though. I just stuck with my footage. I want everything on the channel to just be stuff that I did, whether it's my videos or my photos or whatever, and so everything being original to me and from my perspective. So I just stuck with the footage that I had. And for what it's worth, I think seeing some of these like extremely old buildings just kind of like next to or in the middle of like the very modern skyscrapers of a major city like Boston it's very interesting. And this is certainly no exception. I think there's several other churches and other old buildings like the Old South Meeting House on the Freedom Trail, where it's just like a very small, from a regular scale perspective, historic old building, and then you have these just massive skyscrapers on any side of it. I think Boston's done such a good job of preserving that history. So this specific church building was finished being constructed, I believe it was 1877, so been around for a long time. The congregation goes back to 1733. They had an original church building that was destroyed in the Great Boston Fire, and then that's what led the church to be built in this spot in the 1870s. It's a parish church in the Episcopal Church, and it sits in the Diocese of Massachusetts. The cathedral, I think it's St. Paul's Cathedral, is actually it's also in downtown Boston. It's like right across from the Boston Common. I saw it, but was not able to get inside of it. But I think that it's interesting that, this is a parish church and the cathedral is very, very close by. So I hope you guys enjoy just at least getting to see, the architecture of this building. My wife and I had a really fun time hanging out, and there was like a courtyard area in the middle. I think normally there's a back door where it's either like, I think it's an exit from, where you have tours, and it kind of empties out into that area. And there was a fountain, there was some wildlife down like in the courtyard, and it was just like, it was very quiet, very peaceful, and we really enjoyed that. And again, I think this church, like, even if you're not able to get inside, exploring all around it and underneath all the arches and the statues and everything is definitely still worth it. So I would recommend it. So enjoy getting to see that footage. Again, bear with me the next few weeks with kind of like an irregular content schedule, but just turn on the notifications so you can see anytime I post a short or a regular post or anything like that. But yeah, until next time, hope you enjoy and keep looking up.